Yeah, my name is Sohaib FD, and I live in San Diego, California. I am chairman of the Syrian American Council. The Syrian American Council is the largest Syrian American organization. It was established in 2005, and now we have about 15 chapters across the entire United States. Our vision, mission, goals, and objective primarily around promoting democratic, pluralistic Syria. And our community, as you may expect, have been energized after the start of the Syrian revolution. So there was large amount of emotional and community outpour to try to do what we can as American from Syrian origin to help one day promote and hopefully one day establish a democratic representative governance inside Syria. Well, as people originally from Syria, as American from Syrian origin, our community, our homeland is going through an existential threat. And out of 23 million people which we have in Syria, about 12 million have been displaced internally or externally, 6 million refugees, maybe 1 million who had died because of the tragedy in Syria. And we feel we compel that anything which we do is still minimal in terms of trying to contribute, hopefully, to a better future. Right. We need to be realistic. Our resources and our community is a small community, and it's not easy for us to be able to influence decision maker in the United States to make what we believe are wise and smart strategy for Syria. So during our engagement since the beginning of the revolution, we had numerous situations where we advised policymakers and the White House about different course of action, and our advice, policymaker did not heed our advice. And so we are still struggling with the limited amount of influence which we have to be able to bring our voice to policymakers here in the US. The refugee crisis in Syria are not your typical humanitarian-based refugee crisis. It's a symptom of much deeper political and militarily conflict in Syria. And the refugee crisis is not going to be resolved along the same line which other refugee crises which have been dealt with in the past, which happen because of natural disaster. What's happening in Syria is a disaster of decision making, and it is a disaster of superpower and regional power unable to come up and help the Syrian people to come up with a solution. So it's a symptom of underlying problem, and if policymakers don't face the real problem, which is Assad remaining in power, the refugee crisis is going to continue to fester in Syria.